So many people wonder, what is Rastafari? Which are the principles of Rastafari? So many people wonder why the Rastaman speaks about Africa, Ethiopia, which is the connection between Ethiopia and Jamaica, two countries that are so far from each other, yet so close, so much related. Why does Rastaman speaks about Haile Selassie? Why does the Rastaman carries dreadlocks? Why the vegetarian diet? Why avoiding alcohol? Yes, so all those things, I'm sure they are there in the mind of many of those listeners of reggae music. Yeah, so many times we've been listening to reggae music in reggae songs um, about Zion, about going back to Africa. Bob Marley himself, the first superstar of the third world, has spoken about these things. So why? Well, first, it is good to say that Rastafari is not a religion. Even though we get classified as a religion, even though many say that we are a religion because we have a Godhead, there is a holy book, yeah, there are rituals, yet we are not a religion. A religion is a set of rules, regulation. Religions have hierarchies. Religions have figures like the Pope, yeah, bishops. For example, if you look at a Christian religion, so Rastafari is something kind of different. And why is a way of life? Because Rastafari is the way in which you express your spirituality in your daily life, in everything that you do. We say that nobody falls short of the glory of the Almighty. So the Almighty dwells and exists, He lives in every human being, in every man, in every woman, in every child. Yeah? So our life is our way to express this presence. So if we believe that the Almighty is, is omnipotent and always present, then He is present 24/7. He's not only present 1 or 2 hours on a Sunday morning inside a church. So the best place to find the Almighty is in yourself, is in your spirit, is in your life. And the best way to express the Almighty is your life, is what you do, is what you think, is what you say, is how you behave with people around you, is how you conduct your life. That's why Rastafari is a way of life. And life itself is the most precious thing you have because it is an expression of the Almighty Himself. We don't believe the Almighty as a character which is up there in the sky. Yeah? The Almighty is a divine living force, an omnipresent, always present energy inside of all of I and I. That's why we can express it through every action, through every breath we take. That's why we say the Almighty is the breath of life. So Rastafari is really a paradigm shift from the religions that used to say that you have to die and go to heaven. Rastafari say you have to live in order to experience heaven. Why? Because the kingdom of God is here and now. And through this life you can experience this kingdom of God, this heaven. Yes? So that's why Rastafari have so much emphasis on life. Yeah? The way you live, it will really determine if you are in hell or if you are in heaven. The way you think, your mind can be heaven or can be hell at the same time. Yeah? So it is really the way in which you conduct yourself which will make the difference. So Rastafari is a spiritual life, but apply it to the daily world, yeah, to everything that you do in life. Everything can become a blessing, everything can become a prayer. Cooking your food can become a prayer. Taking care of your family, of your children, of your wife, of your friends, of your teamwork can become a sacred task. Yeah? Farming, gardening, working, playing, singing, everything can become an expression of this divine living force that each one of us contains. So Rastafari has, has the mission to carry back or carry forward, as we say, humanity to this celebration of life. Yeah, the vision of Rastafari is that through I and I life, through our life, we can experience the presence of the Almighty and make this world a better place. In Rastafari, we don't say we believe in God. We say we experience God. Yeah, Rastafari does not really talk about believing in God. We have to know more than believe. What does that mean? That means that is the experience of God which really matters, not the rational believing. Yeah, not going to a temple or going to a church and recite prayers. Yeah, that will not be enough. What will really make the difference will be will be your actions. What really will make the difference will be what you say, what you do, how you perform amongst ones and ones. That's why we have this way of life, which we call levity. Rastafari is a levity. It is a manner in which you conduct yourself and in which you are blessed. Because when you live in Rastafari, you know how to speak, you know how to behave, you know how to walk, you know how to address people and how you have to behave in presence of people. You know how you have to eat, what you have to drink, what you have not to drink. Yes? And this is, many people thinks this is heavy because it's a renunciation, because you are renouncing on so many things, you're giving up on so many things. So Rastafari life, oh, it is heavy, you cannot eat this, you cannot drink that, you cannot do this, you cannot do that. In truth, it's not like this. You're not giving up on things that give you pleasure. In Rastafari, you learn to give up on things that harm you, on things that are not good for you. So it is like going, for example, let's say you have to go up on a mountain. Yeah, you're hiking up on a mountain and you have a heavy bag on your shoulder. So Rastafari is not giving up of the beautiful views that you see walking on the mountains. You know, it's not giving up on the smells, on flowers, yeah, and the breeze. It's not giving up on that. Rastafari is giving up the heavy knapsack that you have, the heavy luggage, yeah, the things that you have inside your bag. Why? So that you can walk freely and in a more lighter way. So Rastafari is renouncing to certain things in order to cultivate your inner spirituality and the manifestation of your spirituality. Yes, that's why we have, for example, idle food. We don't eat flesh. We don't eat meat. Why? Because Rastafari celebrates life. That is the emphasis of Rastafari. So why do you want to eat something that is not alive, something that is dead? Well, you know that is not going to bring a life energy into you. That's why Rastafari get fed on alive food, fresh and green vegetables. Those contain the right enzymes to make your body and your mind spin at the right frequency. Yes, that's why plenty of fruit, juices. That's life. That is the life that that is contained in those food, and we want to feed ourselves with that life, with that frequency. That's why Rastafari avoid harming, yeah, because you don't want to do unto one another what you don't want that it will that get done unto you. Yeah, that is the golden rule. You don't want to hurt others because you don't want others to hurt you. And why that? Because you know that when you are hurting one another, you are hurting yourself. Because Rastafari believes and knows that we are the same. So the same emotions and feelings and same soul that I have in me, I can see it in you. That's why there is no difference between I and I. And that's why we are all I. One family, one human family. And that's why we renounce and we refrain from harming other people, harming with action. So you don't want to hurt another person, yeah, like using violence. Why? Because it's like you're hurting yourself. When you hurt one another, you're hurting yourself. Same way, speech can be a tremendous, can be a very dangerous weapon. That's why we refrain from speaking in a bad way. Why? Because bad speech, negative speech is death. And we emphasize life. Think about, think about how you feel after you speak bad to one another. And think about how you feel after maybe your wife or your friend or your daughter, your son speaks bad to you. What is that sensation? Is that a life sensation? No, it is not. It is a happy sensation, it is not. Rastafari emphasized life, so life in the speech as well. That's why, that's why, that's why this reggae music is so sweet. That's why all the Rastafari brethren and sisters that have been involved in reggae music throughout the years, they used this message, they used this instrument to carry to the nations a beautiful sound, a beautiful message, yeah, that can uplift our souls and our minds and bring us to a higher level of thinking and living. Yes, that is Rastafari. That is one of the mission of Rastafari, uplifting humanity towards a better state of life, a better way of living, in which we can we can experience that there is no division between God and man. Yeah? How do you do that? Why there is no division between God and man? Because God has no feet, has no hands. God has not a body with which he can come and manifest himself. God himself manifests through you, through I, through all these living beings that are here on this beautiful planet we call Earth. So that's why we, through our action, can manifest that godly living and inspire one another to live better. That's why reggae music is so powerful in this time. That's why reggae music has so much potential to change people's life and to save people's life. Yeah? Why? Because reggae music will uplift you, will make you think as an independent being, as a free man, as a free woman. Yeah? Because this is the message of Rastafari. And reggae music is one of the vehicles of Rastafari. Yeah, that's why everywhere you go on this earth right now, and you mention the name Bob Marley, they will, they will, people will recognize that name to three things: Rastafari, love, and freedom. Everybody knows that Bob Marley is freedom, love, and Rastafari. Because he was a Rastaman, he was talking about love and living as a free man. Yeah, so that is Rastafari. To become ruler of our destinies. That is Rastafari. Yeah, another mission of Rastafari is to is to remind people that we can be the rulers of our destiny. Yeah, and so how we say we run things, things not run we. That means that we live in a way in which we try to stay on top of things and don't be victims, don't stay under the things so the things will oppress you. Yeah, and the money and the bills and the economy, the finances, yeah, and job and school education and family and all these things, they will pressure on a man's head, and they will make you no more as a free thinker. They will not make you able to be lucid when you think, when you look at your life. Yeah, all those things that will pressure on you. While Rastafari says stay on top of things. Everything that you experience in this life can be a vehicle to liberation. That's why everything that you experience in this life can be Rastafari. What makes the difference is the way you relate to those happenings. Life is made of ups and downs. Life is made of days which are easier and days which are difficult. There is nothing like a bad day. They're just days. Some of them easier, some of them more difficult. But all of them come to teach you how to live. That's why we say in Rastafari that these things are blessed. And things that even come as an obstacle in your life, they will come to fortify you. They will come to strengthen your spirit. Yes? So when you face an obstacle, you don't have to take it as a defeat, but you have to take it as a challenge. That's what the Rastaman say. Yeah, take it as a challenge that come to test your spirit, to test your courage, your faith, yeah, your perseverance. And you will see that you will find in yourself such a strength that you never know to have. You never even know that it was there. You didn't know that you had such a power to react to challenges in life. Yeah? What Bob Marley used to say, that you don't know how strong you are until to be strong is the only opportunity you have. So that is Rastafari. Yeah? To take what life offers you in order to grow in your spirit and to become a better person. Because only if you become a better person, this world can become a better place. Yes, every revolution starts from your mind, from your heart. And that's why in Rastafari, we believe that this life is the book, is the only book in which we can learn about our life. There is not one book that can teach you about your own life, about my own life. It's only this life, the book, that will give I and I the insight on how to live. Yeah? So that's why we use life as a fine art. That's why the Rastaman, the Rasta woman are artists of this life. We use life, yeah, everything in life, to get the best out of it and to learn how to live so that we can restore in this world a live energy, yeah, a hope in the people and a way of living in which in which people can feel inspired, yeah, to live on a higher frequency. It does not mean that you have to go somewhere else. It does not mean that you have to be there like going on some astral journeys. It's just your life that will express who you really are. So it is important for every man and every woman to find a code in which you conduct yourself, in which you live. Yes? So Rastafari has been doing this since 90 years now. Yeah? Inspiring people to live better, inspiring people to be freer, to be rulers of their destiny, inspiring the youth to be strong in order to, 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 to stand up and to rise to the occasion, inspiring the elders to be wise, and to be compassionate, and to be there as a treasure of knowledge for the generations to come. Yes, that is what Rastafari has been doing through music, through culture, through art, through literature, through food, through any aspect of this life. We can express what is the best, and we can reach a high potential. And our potential is to live happily with one another, with oneself, yes, and to really experience the kingdom of the Almighty, which is right here and now for us to live in His Majesty.